Going to show you how to create the best detailed trading journal on Notion, and guess what? It's completely free. So I'm not going to waste any of your time. I'm just going to get straight into it. Okay, we all know how important journaling is. I don't need to tell that to you, but that is a key step in order to become profitable. The first thing is you want to go on Notion and you want to have an account. Okay, that's obvious. Now you want to click this here. You want to click private, add page. Boom, you have it here. Now, you can call it absolutely anything you want. So I'll just call it trading journal. Okay, and now here at the bottom it says table. We're just going to click that. Boom. Now we can click new table, start a blank database. This first column here, we're just going to label it trade. Okay. And this is a super important column, but I'll get into that more later. So you can see we have a column here and it's labeled trade. So in this column, you're going to put the trade number. So this could be your first trade, right? And then this could be your second trade, for example. So you can keep track of which trade it is. But like I said, we'll get into more detail in this later. This second column is going to be for the date. So here you want to edit property. You want to click type. And you want to click date, okay? And then you can change the title of it. So again, I'll just label it as date as well. So now this is done. When you want to add the date, all you have to do is click here and you get all these options automatically. So today, for example, I'll click 31st and it'll come up. Again, we're just going to click add column. We're going to click select. Okay, and for this one, we're going to say day. Okay, so for example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now for this one, you want to click add an option. Okay, and here you can add multiple options. So I'll add Monday. I'll add Tuesday. You get the drift. And why did you do this? Because now when I click day, can you see I can just automatically get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, etc. I don't have to keep repeating this. Depending on what you trade, you want to click this one here. The same thing, you want to click select. Okay, and you're going to label this one the pair. And now you can add what option. So for example, I pretty much trade just NQ. And sometimes I trade gold. So now it's the same thing, right? This is a trade on October, on a Monday, and the pair I decided to trade, you just click it there. This common here, again, you're going to click it. We're going to go with select again. And we're going to call this one direction. So as you can probably guess, again, you can add an option. There's only going to be two options in your direction. It's going to be obviously long and it's going to be short. So whether you bought or you sold, and you can click here and you can add that in too. Now, this one's actually really cool and it's the winning or losing trade. So we want to click here. But however, for this one, we want to make sure we click the box, okay? And then we just want to type in win/loss, okay? So now we know if this trade was a winner or a loss. Now you might ask, why did I click checkbox? Because if it's a win, I'm just going to check it, okay? If it's not a win, I'm not going to check it and I'm going to leave it. Now why is this cool? Because at the bottom here, can you see it says calculate? Okay, we can calculate it. You click percent and you click percent checked. And now we can see we have a 33% win rate. And if you want to check your lose rate, of course, it's going to be the opposite. You clicked percentage unchecked. And we know we have a 66% lose rate because we've only won 1 out of 3 trades. So that way we know exactly what our win rate is. This one again, we just add a tab. We click type. We're going to click select. And we're going to click session. Okay, again, there's only 3 sessions. So you can choose which one. You can maybe put AM, PM session, but for me, I'll just choose London and I'll just choose New York. And of course, now every time I click session, I can choose which one I was trading in. This one, we're actually going to click number, okay, because this is going to be the entry time, okay. This way you can know exactly what your best times are. So it's going to be the same thing as well. We're going to click number again, and this one is going to be the duration. And the reason I like adding this one is because a lot of people, they enter a trade and they'll get scared after 1 minute, they get scared after 2 minutes, they don't know where price is going to go. This way You know exactly how long your trades actually take to hit TP or hit stop loss. So let's say this one took 18 minutes. Okay, and again, the same thing here. We can go to calculate. We can go to the more options and you can click the average. And here we can see, okay, our average trade is 18 minutes. So when you're in a trade next, you're not bugging out, oh, it's been 2 minutes, it hasn't hit my stop loss, it hasn't hit my take profit, I don't know what to do. This will help you control those emotions. Okay, of course, we need to know our average risk to reward. So again, the same thing, we're going to click number. And this one, we'll just put our R, so our risk to reward. So let's say my risk to reward this trade was a 3R trade. Then again, I can go to calculate, I can click more options, and I can click the average, and it'll tell me my average risk to reward. If you have a losing trade, for example, just type in -1, sorry. Now this next one is also interesting as well. So I like to add potential R. So this one, again, another number. We're going to click potential R. And we're going to see what price could have reached. So let's say this one could have reached a 5 risk to reward. Then we know, okay, if a lot of our trades are potential R, when we calculate the mean of that, is a lot higher than our average R, we know we can hold for longer. If it's around the same or it's less, we know, okay, we're managing our trades perfectly. Now, of course, before you take every trade, you have a narrative in your mind why you took that trade, what happened, breaker structure to the downside, liquidity sweep, for example. So for this one, we're just going to click text and we're just going to type in narrative. So this is going to be your reasoning behind this trade. For example, downtrend, liquidity sweep, I got my 6-type model. So you know you're not taking stupid setups and you're making sure you're only taking setups that fit your criteria. Again, another very important one. This is going to be text as well. And this is going to be your emotions. You need to know the emotions you have while taking a trade. Were you angry? Were you upset? Was it a revenge trade? Were you perfectly calm? Okay, you need to be able to track all of these so your emotions end up being perfectly calm every single trade. And the last but not least, again, we're going to add a text one and we're going to put the lesson learned, okay? The whole point of this journaling is that we're learning lessons. We need to know, was this a good trade? Did I follow my rules? Did I follow my emotions? Yes. Lesson learned, for example, don't revenge trade, only take A+ setups. Lesson learned, move to break even once first target is hit. Lesson learned, stick to my trading plan, I know it works, right? You need to make sure you're typing in what lessons you learned. You need to make sure you're filling in this column regardless if the trade is a win or loss. It doesn't have to be super detailed, but just something you can appreciate or something you know you can do better. Okay, now coming back to this first column I had that I said this is super important. Why? So when we have a trade, we can click this open. Okay, and we can actually add a comment. And here I can actually put a picture of my trade. So this was a trade from this morning. I can upload it. Just wait for it to upload. Nice, it's uploaded. Now, when I look at this trade, like saying at the end of the month, and I want to review, okay, this was a great trade. 3R, hit my targets, followed my emotions. What was the actual trade? Simple. I just click on this. And you can see, I can actually see the exact setup I took. Okay, so this is a super simple, completely free way that you should be journaling. This is how you reach that next step. Any questions, please let me know, and I'll catch you in the next video.